Hello everybody, welcome to the Labyrinth of Limitations. This is a channel devoted to the ideas of Barry Harris, and if this is the first time you checked it out, I recommend going back to the first few episodes. Anytime you get confused, that's where I'm explaining core concepts. Today I thought we would look at half step below things. So that's this kind of sound. Like this. This is A flat major 6, maybe the beginning of All the Things You Are. All those little dissonances I'm putting in there are all I'm doing is thinking half step below things. And I'm doing elevator motions. Everything is I'm always thinking structures of the elevator progression, of course. So check out episode 16 if you haven't checked that out. But any chord, in my Cowboy Chords episode, I'm just showing how any chord, any chord at all is elevator stuff, because this is a triad and this is a shell chord and this is a shell chord in elevator speak, and everything is like that for me. So I'm always doing that, and I'm putting little half steps below things. So I have A flat major 6 at the beginning of All the Things You Are, and I could go like I could do this shell chord, I could do this third. So I could go. And all I'm doing is I'm anticipating what I'm going to play. I'm doing some borrowings, but this is a half step below the 5th of D flat major 6. I'm on the 2 chord at this point. B flat minor 7 is D flat major 6, and I'm playing. So that's the idea. And then I get to... That's nice. See this? So what was that? This is on the 5 chord. E flat 7. I'm doing B flat minor 6, a little shell chord, but I'm playing right below the middle voice, and then I did a little triad. I saw this, and then maybe what I did was, I did like that. That's what I did. So I did B flat minor 6, a little shell chord, borrowing below the middle voice. And I did a diminished. And then now I am to the tritones minor, E minor 6 diminished. Yeah, E minor 6. So I'm seeing that stuff, and I'm going, just taking 2 notes. I'm just borrowing underneath and really leaning on those half step below things. So I've talked about this tune a lot because I look at it a lot. And so the progression, A flat major 6 diminished, and D flat major 6, and then any of the things we might do on E flat 7. So it might be just E flat 7, dominant 7th. It might be the B flat minor 6 diminished. It might be E minor 6. And then all of these things into A flat. And then I might do some dominant seventh. I'm going to do a dominant seventh on A flat, moving it into D flat. So that would be any of the scale of scale stuff that I would do on that. But the idea really is just to do half steps below. And how pretty those are. Just all I'm doing. That's just A flat major 6. That's just going. Whoops. That's the diminished. And then I really like it on shell chords in the middle voice because you have this clustered little sound to it. And then, or either one. Maybe I'll do something pretty. Pretty stuff. All that stuff. All this stuff. Pretty stuff. So I'm not being super specific, am I? But the whole idea is anything you know how to do, play those half steps below and you'll just find glorious things. You just got to know that they go a half step up if you want to resolve them. Sometimes it's nice not to. I've done that a lot. But that's more of a borrowing. There was I went that is A minor 6 diminished there because I went E flat 7 and here that's a pretty sound. What I'm doing there is A minor 6, the tritones minor over A flat major 6, borrowing above. I did a low shell, high shell, and this is borrowing below. The chord would be this. It could have been, or whoops, it would have been like a. Anyway. Final 8. I'm just trying to get the sound out there so you can think about it. But that is really, a beautiful idea. There's really nothing to it. You can take anything you like to play with scales of chord stuff and just play half steps below. Just play half steps below and move them up. In groups, anything, Or see, it's cool. It's really all I'm doing is just doing that right on strong beats a lot. So anyway, I think, so this is more of just a kind of sharing that simple idea, which you can do on anything. I do it a lot on shell chords and thirds, and you hear me play triads, thirds, triads, and shell chords more than you hear me play anything when I'm doing these examples, because I love those. So I practice. And they still challenge me some, but they're so nice. They're so nice. The little sounds, which I went out to a big sound there. So have fun checking out. My advice is have fun checking out. Just put a half step underneath anything and then move it up and, kind of get used to it and then move it into things. It works better if you're just in the habit of just playing a chord and then playing another chord. It doesn't work as well. But when you start to really move through the elevator, move shell chords in parallel, move thirds in parallel, move little things around, then when you do the movement where you go, you can do a little extra. So I borrow beneath the middle voice of a shell, and that's fine, but but then I move more because I'm seeing it as a scale. I'm seeing this shell as having a little third. Whoops. That's the idea. So I hope it's inspiring to check out, and I'll follow up with more stuff. I've been looking at so many different ideas, but one thing I've really been in love with is just playing the half steps below. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk with you soon. Have fun and keep practicing.